threshold concentration, or first jhana, or second jhana, or third jhana, or the Sakadagamin. So I will stop here, invite discussion.
Even the first jhana sounds so profoundly remote. Like, can you give us some tips?
This state of jhana, as I mentioned, is going into the mind. So, for you to be able to do that, you have to let go of the worldly desires. When we enjoy worldly desires, we are excited. Our feelings, our emotions fluctuate. Because most people like that. But the spiritual path is the opposite. You have to calm yourselves and to let go. Then during the Buddha's time, there were some lay people who managed to achieve the 4 jhanas and become anagamin. But when we look into the lives of these lay people, they were like hermits in their own home, like monastics. For example, there's one layman, when he decided to practice the holy path, he called his 4 wives and told them that he was going to lead this spiritual life. And he told them that if any one of them want to marry somebody else, he would give them away. So the first wife immediately said that she wanted to marry such and such a person. So he called for this person and gave the wife away. Then after that, all his family business he handed over to the wives. Then he didn't want to take part in it. So for him, the room, his room became like a cave. He spent all his time in his room, no more interested in worldly things, and he practiced meditation all the time. That's the way. That's the reason why we announce. If we can enjoy life and achieve all the jhanas, why am I so stupid to renounce?
To achieve arahantship, he said we can listen to Dhamma, teach Dhamma. Not just go to jhana way. Is that correct? That means we got another path for lay people.
But just now I just mentioned that anagamins and arahants, they have perfect samadhi, which means the 4 jhanas. Only when you have the 4 jhanas and you listen to the Dhamma, you can attain arahanthood. If you don't have that foundation of the 4 jhanas, no hope. But don't be so ambitious. 3 entry is enough.
Ananda mentioned that 3 ways of going to enlightenment. One is first by vipassana, then followed by samatha. Another one is not samatha first, then vipassana comes. And third is both together.
This sutta, after the Buddha had passed away, when the monks and nuns attained arahanthood, they would come and inform Venerable Ananda. When the Buddha was alive, when anyone became an arahant, they would inform the Buddha. But after the Buddha passed away, they came to inform Ananda. Why? Because Ananda was a very popular monk. He was a gentleman, not like Venerable Mahakassapa. Even though Venerable Mahakassapa was also an arahant, he was quite coarse in his speech, very blunt. So in this sutta, Venerable Ananda said, all the monks and nuns who attained Arahanthood and came to tell him, he said all of them attained Arahanthood by one of four methods, not three. One is samatha first, followed by vipassana. Second is vipassana, followed by samatha. Third is samatha and vipassana together. The fourth is contemplating internally, bringing the mind inwards and contemplating until the mind becomes one-pointed. Then he will know the way. So the first one is samatha, followed by vipassana, means person attains the four jhanas and then contemplates the four objects of sati, and the most important of which is the Dhamma. If a person has attained the four jhanas and he contemplates the words of the Buddha in the suttas, that the person can become an arahant. The second method is to practice vipassana followed by samatha. In other words, you study the suttas first. Of course, you can contemplate the other things like your body, contemplate your feelings, contemplate your mind. But most importantly, to study the suttas. So after you study the suttas, that is vipassana, and then you practice until you attain the four jhanas. When you attain the four jhanas and you reflect back on the suttas you have studied, then you can attain arahanthood. The third one is to practice samatha and vipassana together. For example, this contemplation on the 32 parts of the body, you chant the 32 parts of the body, and then you reflect on the 32 parts of the body. You do it. This one type of meditation where both samatha and vipassana is together. Or at the same time that you learn meditation, you practice meditation, at the same time you are studying the Buddha's words. So you have these two things together. That's why I always say the spiritual path, these two factors are most important. One is to study the Buddha's words or listen to the Dhamma, which is based on the Buddha's words, and practicing samatha meditation to focus your mind so that you can understand the suttas much better. So to do these two things at the same time, that is the third method. And the fourth method is to bring your mind inwards. How to bring your mind inwards? Suppose you close your eyes and you imagine one day you are going to die. Actually your body is going to die. Okay? So suppose your body is dead, then you ask yourself, am I around? As long as your consciousness is there, you will still say, I exist, isn't it? I'm here, isn't it? So the source of that I, that self, is actually that consciousness, that awareness in you, that awareness that makes you know I am here, right? So you bring your mind to that source of your awareness. This meditation is found in Zen Buddhism. It's also found in Jnana Yoga. In Zen Buddhism, we have this Chinese woman who also say, who am I? Yeah. Last time I was practicing Mahayana Buddhism for 9 years. And my teacher always told us to contemplate Wo-so saying, but he didn't tell us properly how to contemplate Wo-so saying. So I kept thinking, who am I, who am I, who am I? Year after year I make no progress. It's not the who that is important, it's the I, that awareness, that I. As long as you're aware, I am here, you just be aware that I am here. When you're aware I am here, the mind does not stray, the mind does not wander. If you have stray thoughts, you'll be thinking of this, you'll be thinking of that. You forgot that you're sitting here in meditation. Yeah? The moment you remember, I am here sitting in meditation, you come back to the here and now. You're no more thinking, you're not having stray thoughts. Yeah? So you keep remembering, I am here, just remember that I am here. Slowly, your mind will become focused. When your mind becomes focused, you keep watching that I, that awareness,